it was such a wonderful combination of all of my skills in one place. I was like, what do you mean? This is what I can do as a job. Hey, welcome to HoolsRules. I am Hools, and I am here to talk about board games and being neurodivergent. So yeah, today I just wanted to share. It's gonna be relatively short because I did like a little highlight reel that I am posting as well. I got to spend time with a friend at a board game cafe, and I really love board game cafes. When I first moved to Toronto, I found out about Snakes and Lattes, and this was like probably within the first couple of years of it opening, and I was like obsessed. I knew I had to work there. I was like, this is an amazing concept and this is gotta be my job. I ended up getting a job at a different board game cafe that wasn't open for very long, but I absolutely loved it, and it was such a wonderful combination of all of my skills in one place. I was like, what do you mean? This is what I can do as a job, where I actually get to teach games to people and also like interact with other gamers. And it was such a great space to do that. And when eventually I did work at Snakes and Lattes, I became friends with a lot of really wonderful also gamers. And it became this like community in itself, where if you weren't working, you were probably at Snakes gaming, and if you were working and then you got off, you probably stayed later to join the table and game. And it was such a wonderful time in my life, and I'm very grateful for it because it allowed me access to seeing so many more games and learning games as they came in, and kind of being a part of something that I didn't ever expect to. And then when I left Snakes and Lattes, I kind of lost that community. And so that's why I'm here now trying to rebuild it. And so yeah, I was up north over the holidays with my partner, and we decided to reach out to a friend of ours who lived just an hour north of where we were staying, just to see and hang out, and offered to go to a board game cafe. So we ended up going to level 1 in Ottawa, and this is kind of what that looked like.
I had the absolute pleasure of going to Level 1 Board Game Cafe in Ottawa over the holidays this past winter, and they had such a wonderful collection of games. The staff were super friendly. I really enjoyed the environment as well. It was super busy when we got there. It was Sunday, but then it cleared up and we got to catch up with our friend Velvet. So check it out, Level 1 in Ottawa.
But yeah, it was really cool and fun. I assume the cafe itself has grown so much, because I remember going there and I feel like it was only 1 or 2 floors, and then we went into the basement. It was a huge other thing, and they had all these video games, and I was like, okay, this is awesome. And the staff were really lovely, and that kind of reminded me of my time when I worked at Snakes and Lattes, and I would love to work in another environment like that again. So I don't know if anyone's watching these and they work somewhere like that and they want to bring me in. I am available. I'm unemployed-ish. So reach out to me, please. Otherwise, if you want a game with me, let me know. I also host board game nights. I run them basically out of my backpack. You supply the location and the friends. I supply the games and the experience. You can check that out if you're interested. But otherwise, I had a really good time at the cafe. I would definitely go back if I'm there. There was just so many games, and I think that's what's a delightful part of a board game cafe, is that you can try on things, and if you don't like them, you don't like them, but if you enjoy playing it, then you can look into getting it for yourself and then save some money, and you don't have to spend money to go. But it's a lot easier of a way to like bring board games into your life, as opposed to just like spending 50, 60 bucks on a game and being like, oh great, I never play this game on my wall. But I'm hoping to dust them off, because I'm going to do some live streams with friends as I teach some of the games that I do have here. So thank you again for joining and watching and listening. If you have a board game cafe in your town that you like, shout it out. I'm always happy to share and engage with the rest of the community. And if you've been to level 1, let me know what your experience was, because I enjoyed it a lot. Anyway, this is HoolsRules. I have been Hools, and remember, have fun.